Hi there, and welcome to Wheels of Interest. This is our new YouTube channel that we've created, just to take you through some of the projects that we have that are going on at the Wheels of Interest garage. First off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you around this Suzuki Jimny. So this is one of our projects that we've got going on at the moment. It's quite high priority from the point of view that I bought this car about a year ago now for my son to drive when he passed his driving test. When I bought it, he was 16. He's now 17 and has passed his test, and he's nearly 18 in a couple of weeks' time. And as you can see, it's anywhere near being on the road. For a start, it's got no front wings on it, no headlights, no front bumper. And there's a good reason for that, because we've got quite a lot of rust around the front here. And what I'm proposing to do is to take you around this vehicle as a bit of a walk around, really, just to sort of show you what we're up against. And hopefully you find it enjoyable to watch. And also in future episodes, I'm hoping that we can perhaps show you some of the processes that we're going through getting this vehicle back on the road. Now, I stress that this vehicle is being prepped for MOT and nothing more than that. So we are doing what's required to get it through an MOT. Namely welding up any rot in the chassis, any rot in the bodywork, where the body mounts and all the MOT failure points are, and getting the thing back on the road so that we can use it. We bought it, as I say, a year ago. I've done a little bit of work to it, which I'll show you as we go along. The idea to use it, it's four-wheel drive. It's a 1300 engine. It's fairly roomy inside for a very small car. Being 1300, it should be fairly cheap on insurance, which it turns out that it is, although we haven't gone too far down that road just at the moment. I'm not sure it's that economical to run in terms of miles per gallon, but from an insurance point of view, which is important from a new driver, it is quite cheap, I believe. But as I say, time will tell on that one. It's four-wheel drive. It does have a tow bar. And we have got a couple of jobs for it when it is actually up and running. I normally run Land Rovers for towing. I've got a couple of Land Rovers that I used to tow with, but with my son being under 25 or 21, no one will insure him on a Land Rover. So this is the next best thing as far as I'm concerned. They've got quite a cult following, the Jimnys. Quite a lot of people buy them, and they trick them up with high lift suspension kits and take them off roading and all that sort of stuff. So mini Land Rover sort of territory, really. So hopefully a good little fun car, relatively cheap to run, hopefully, but getting to that point is a bit of a challenge. So first of all, what you can see, we've got the front wings off and the headlights out, and the main reason we've got the front wings and headlights off is because the slam panel here underneath the bonnet at the front is rotten. So it rots out at the front edge of the inner wheel arch there. And if I take you around the back, it actually throws up all the rubbish into the slam panel behind. And it's a bit dark in there, but the trouble is that the slam panel has got the body mount on it. And around the back of the body mount, it also rusts. And if it's rusted there, you can't get in there with a welder. So what you have to do is you have to put on a new slam panel. If I just lift up the bonnet, and you can see there, that whole one piece there with the headlights, just in front of the radiator there where the headlight apertures are, all of that's got to be replaced. That means then that the body mounts will all be properly reinstated, no rust. You can see the bad rust, especially on the right hand side, on this side here. Bad rust here. You can't get to any of that underneath. It's just impossible. The inner wheel arch is all in the way and everything. So we're going to get a new slam panel. The wings are off so we can get behind that. Also, they were off because there's been some repair work done down there by somebody else before I bought it on the bodywork there. So that needs cleaning up. But what we have actually done already is we've cleaned up a lot of the rust and rot. And repaired quite a lot of the chassis rails. So the spring hangers on these go quite badly, especially inside. So they've been plated where needed on both sides. That's one there on the driver's side. They also go pretty badly on the body mount behind the door. and you can see down there we've already repaired the body mounting. We've rebuilt the mounting on the chassis, and then the part of the bodywork that bolts through, we've repaired that, and the inner sill as well, which I can't show you because it's underneath. But and just here we cut out the outer sill and went in from there to get to the inner sill, cut that all away and repaired all of that. And I'll show you on the other side in a moment because we're halfway through that side. You can see I've got quite a lot of rot on the wheel arch, so some of that's been cleaned up, but inside there pretty poor, but it's all rotten in there, so that's a bit of a challenge. I'll just take you around this side here so that you can see what we've got going on this side. And this is today's job, is to basically get back inside that body mount. It's all been painted because it's been repaired, and then basically box all that in today. That's today's job. If I come around the back here, you can see it's been jacked up with a block of wood there just to get it up high above the so I can get some access to the body mount. But that's all been repaired in there and re-welded, so that's nice and strong again. You can see inner wheel arch pretty bad there. Bodywork at the back also pretty bad, but that's what these cars are like. I mean, they just rust. You know, it's just a fact of life. Some repairs been done on there, and again down at the front there, that's all been repaired as well. So we've done quite a bit, but we have got a lot left. The very biggest job is going to be inside the vehicle. What we have already done is take the floor out. The floor lays there. That's the floor. You see how bad they actually rust. Cross member laying on the floor there as well. It goes across the underneath the floor. We have a new floor which is there waiting to be fitted, but of course we've got issues with inner wheel arches on both sides. We've got issues with the floor itself, as you can see there, on both sides. So we've got to get a couple more panels. We've got a new cross member to go with the floor body, and we've also got an extension piece to go onto the floor as well. So plenty to do on that side of things. But again, once we get all the rubbish cut away, then it will be a fairly straightforward job to weld it in. But it's a lot of work to get to that point. A lot of the chassis is rotten at the back here, so you can see there where it's been welded in the past. If I take you down underneath, you can see the extent of the state of the chassis rails at the back here, and also the body mounts on the back are pretty bad. So again, we're going to have to rebuild all of that. We can get new body mounts. You can see there's a hole in that one there on the right there. So yeah, quite a lot of repair to be done there, but they're fairly straightforward to get at. That's not actually that difficult. It's the floor that's the main problem, getting this in, because of the repairs that are required to the bottoms of the wheel arches there, as you can see along there. So that's basically the Jimny and where we're at. Yeah, just if it's something that's of interest to you, if you happen to be doing a Jimny right now, I'll do our best to sort of give you some insight in what we do and how we do it. By no means do I profess to be a professional welder, certainly not that, but I can do enough to get by for MOT, and hopefully anyway. Let's hope. I suppose that's down to the MOT tester to decide at the end of the day whether the job's been done properly. But yeah, that's our Jimny. Stick around to see more of it if you're interested in it. Please like and subscribe to our channel. There's lots more coming along. We do all sorts of various things which some of you may be interested in. So thank you for watching. If you stuck it to the end, thank you for that, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.